Hello everybody and welcome to the second game of the DLO Esports Amateur Tournament. Today we have Intel versus Gamertson. We are off. And yeah, a little bit of change of plan as some of the teams couldn't make it, blah blah. So we decided to reschedule, so it's all fine. Everything is under control. We're bringing you this game. The other game that's happening right now is V2 versus BK, but I'm not streaming that. We will have screenshots of that game, hopefully, for you once it's completed. But you get to watch this one, so... Okay. My Dota's taking forever to load again, which is always a good sign. There we go. Right. Oh, one person still hasn't connected, so that's all good. Okay. Hopefully I can just turn that off, and hopefully you can all see and hear me. I'll get that checked out in a minute, just in case. And we are on. Yep, and we're on to the banning. Okay, so Gamertson get first pick. The last time these two teams met, the Batrider for Gamertson, like always, was very important for them. They play extremely well. Capron on that going mid is a very, very strong Batrider. So E.Intelligence might be looking to ban that out. I'm going to ignore that. So, we're banning out the strong mids and the... Oh, they put the little pop-up over the top. That's pretty cool. So, strong mids being banned out by Gamertson, obviously trying to look for that Batrider again. E.Intelligence banning out the strong offlane of Bounty Hunter. Best offlaner in the game at the moment. Can you just check this up? And Undying. So, a strong... And there's the first pick Batrider, as you expect, coming out from Gamertson. They absolutely love that Batrider. And I can expect him to be played extremely well, and he will be very important in for their plans. So this also deters E.Intelligence from playing that Templar Assassin, because Batrider is just so good against Templar Assassin. We'll have to see what E.Intelligence pick to counter the Batrider, because Magnus and Invoker are already out of the pool.
5 seconds.
Okay, they're going to go ahead and pick Darkseer for their offlane, so that gives them a really, really strong offlane option. And Rubik can either go mid, he's okay against Batrider, he's not the best hero in the world, but he's not bad. And Rubik's also very good on the tri-lane support. So they're keeping their options open, and obviously trying to react to what Gamertson do, as opposed to put forward their own very aggressive sort of strategy. And again, last time we saw these teams play, we saw the Witch Doctor carry being played by E.Intelligence, and it worked an absolute treat with the Death Ward. I believe they got a double rampage in that game, almost a double rampage. I believe it was an ultra kill and a rampage. So the Witch Doctor was just absolutely insane. Okay, and Gamertson opting for the Mirana on their offlane as opposed to the Windrunner. They obviously prefer the leap from Mirana against Rubik than the Windrun. The Windrun is pretty bad against Rubik, actually, because I think the telekinesis is lasts pretty much the same amount of time as the Windrun, so it completely cancels it. And they're going to... E.Intelligence are going to pick Queen of Pain for their mid, it seems, at any rate, so... it's okay against Batrider. It's got the blinks. She can actually just get away from him if he tries anything too snazzy, like a tower dive early on. So, Queen of Pain, quite a good pickup against the Batrider. Hopefully they won't let the Batrider get a few early kills, and they can keep him muted throughout the game. At least that's their game plan so far. And Jakiro being picked up by Gamertson, just giving them the really strong tri-lane support, keeping their options open. They don't want to commit to a carry just quite yet, so it's a good pick. And Luna being banned by E.Intel, really strong carry. At the moment, she got a ridiculous early game for a carry as well. Her ultimate can just get her so many free kills at the beginning of the game. So, quite a good ban. Let's see what Gamertson do. So Gamertson's still looking for their carry to go with Jakiro, and they're still looking for maybe their third tri-lane support. It would probably be a Leshrac or a Lion or a Lina. Lina and Leshrac are probably the two strongest at the moment. So Gyrocopter being banned, that signals that Gamertson might be going for Sven, because Gyrocopter is a well-known counter for Sven. He's pretty good against him. So Gyrocopter is very bad against Void, so we'll have to see. Chaos Knight being banned by E.Intel, another really strong early game to mid game hero that that has almost a double disable, almost, and can be a right pain to deal with, especially on the tri-lane with a Jakiro and maybe a Leshrac. So they're just fearing the early game. If a Chaos Knight and a Bat Rider can get so many free kills at the beginning of the game, so there's a good reason they've banned him out. They want to keep them away from their really strong early game, force them to pick late game heroes, and the Bat Rider's just not very useful then. If the Bat Rider comes down to gank and you've got to face his Void on the lane, the Void's just, his attacks just don't do anything, and he doesn't have any overly powerful spells, so. Walking over to the 5th ban. So Gamertson are probably going to be looking at maybe to ban out another of the carries now so they can pick up their Sven safely, maybe ban out the Void. Then they can pick up their Sven nice and safely. They're actually going to ban Sven, so maybe they're looking for the Void. But, yeah, Blysealer ban obviously very, very good carry and exceptionally good against pretty much all of E.Intel's heroes so far. Rage is just ridiculously strong against Queen of Pain and Rubik. And, yeah. It looks like Gamertson are probably going to be locking out their carry now, and it's more than likely going to be Void as a strider, but they're actually going to pick Lina. Okay, so they're locking out their supports first, and they like Lina. So now we go over to E.Intel. I'll be very surprised if they don't pick up their carry, knowing that Gamertson now have the last pick to pick whoever they want if E.Intel give them. Like if E.Intel pick up a Leshrac, they give Gamertson their choice of carry. Whoever they want to complete their lineup, because they don't need any more supports. They don't need another tri-lane or off-lane or mid-hero, so that's all locked out for them. E.Intel need to take away the strongest carries they can from their lineup. Who do they think is the strongest carry against them and for Gamertson? And it's going to probably be Void again, so I'd be very surprised if they don't pick Void for this. But we'll see. Strange things have happened. Okay, E.Intel actually need to think about this one quite a lot. They're actually going to pick up Enigma. So they're picking up their second tri-lane and giving Gamertson whatever carry they want. Again, it's more than likely going to be Void. But we've also seen Weaver see a little bit of play recently, and Morphling's still okay, but again, he's dropped off considerably after the last few patches. So this is more than likely going to be a Void or a Weaver. They definitely need that big carry now. I think they've got a good enough early game for their Bat Rider with the Jakiro and the Lina. And if they pick up Void, I can see E.Intel picking up maybe the Weaver or maybe a Dragon Knight as a as a counter carry. But we will have to see who Gamertson go for.
Admiral Kunkka.
Okay, they're going for Kunkka. And Alchemist! Excellent. Fantastic. I haven't seen Alchemist and Kunkka played in a very long time, but they obviously like it. Kunkka's got a really good early game actually with his X marks the spot on his Torrent Comet to complement the Bat Rider. And loads of pings going up there for absolutely no reason. Okay, let's walk through the lineup. So we do have Villa on that farming role again, playing the Kunkka. We have Crayon QQ, who normally plays Leshrac, will be playing the Lena. We have Cornelia will be playing on the Jakiro. Kate Von will be playing his Batrider. Fantastic. And Ravinka will be playing on the Mirana offlane. We have, I can't read this name because moving and whatnot, so we have 76, let's call them 76, on the Alchemist. We have Swag, lots of Swag, on in mid with the Queen of Pain. We have Peltai on the Rubik, Raven will be taking up the Darkseer, and Puha will be on the Enigma. So that kind of, he's going for a very quick soul ring obviously. That kind of shows up those lineups, and I believe Cornelia is standing for Gamertson in this game, so we'll have to see how they perform, but it looks like they know what they're doing. They've already got the wards up and they've already started making their way top with their really, really strong tri-lane actually against Raven, who I feel is not going to get a lot of farm at all. I love the banter sometimes, it's so good. Anyway, on this bottom lane, we also have Alchemist with support Rubik, and I suppose that, yes, he will be jungling. He's already got his Eidolons, so it's just helping Swag out in the middle by getting rid of some of the creeps. And these wards are actually very nice. These two wards, really nicely placed by Gamertson. So they should be well aware of everything that's happening down on this bottom lane, and they've blocked this camp obviously, so there's no pulling going to be going on. And we'll have to see if Batuka, there we go, I can read it now. We'll have to see if Batuka can make anything of this bottom lane against Ravinka on this Mirana, who nicely dodges the attack from Rubik and is going to trade some blows. Does she have more reach? She has a lot more regen than this Rubik, so she can easily trade blows and get away with it. And we see Kunkka just nicely farming at top as well. So I'm going to put up the last hits and denies so we can see what's happening. And we have Kate fucking mid just harassing down this Queen of Pain as you expect on Batrider. Doing quite a good job so far, keeping the napalms going on her, and Ravinka trading more blows with this Rubik. Both level 1, but Ravinka can get away with this quite easily, I expect. It's got the leap, plus got a lot more regen than Rubik, so just trading as many blows as you can, and now she'll just back out. So the Alchemist is still farming up quite nicely, seeing a 7-3 to the Kunkka's 7-0, and we actually have Batrider diving on Queen of Pain already. I missed it because I wasn't expecting something quite so early, and Ravinka's actually just gone straight back in against Peltai. Ravinka's actually completely out of regen, so now he's going to rely on Batuka to give him a little bit of a hand. But again, we can see Alchemist sitting on a 10 and 6, and apart from the Queen of Pain, who actually got the kill, Alchemist is well ahead of everybody else, especially the carry for Gamertson. So you can see already the strength of Alchemist. He's so ridiculously quick at farming. He gets more gold than anybody else whenever he kills creeps. So he's already going to be looking to his boots. So he's seeing a 15 and 7, which is a lot of farm, a ridiculous amount of farm actually, especially compared to the Kunkka, who's only at 9 and 0, who's sat at exactly the same as the Enigma, who's just walking around the jungle, having fun, keeping this ward. Oh no, he's going to pick up the ward, and he's going to go and try and kill Ravinka. Ravinka's getting... He doesn't actually have the leap, so this could be huge. Batinka doesn't have the stun, but it looks like Ravinka might fall anyway, and the Enigma does get the last hit and take them down. And that was just getting caught slightly out of position without the leap up and getting right-clicked to death. And that's very, very important actually for this offlane, because Mirana was doing okay. She's sitting at 1-on-1, but she was managing to get the levels. She's level 2 still now, about to get to level 3, but if you see Alchemist is level 4, he's having an absolutely lovely time sitting at 18 and 7. His farm's going to get out of control pretty quickly. He's already nearly got his boots. And Kate Fung just continuing to try and do something against this Queen of Pain, but now that Queen of Pain has got the level advantage over him, it's going to be very, very difficult for Batrider to do anything against it. I mean, Queen of Pain is going to be level 6 before Batrider's even level 5, so this could be This could be interesting, but Ravinka's going to try and go on to Jan, and that's a nice stun arrow. Is he going to be able to take him down? One more right click, he will get him, and now he's got to back out because Alchemist has actually got a lot of right click harass already. He goes through the jungle, but Alchemist is not going to catch him. He's just going to back out. But a nice kill from Mirana. That's going to help her a lot. She really needed something like that to get her back into this. And she's now tied, almost tied on XP with the Alchemist. The Alchemist is just about to hit level 5, and he's actually got 23 and 9 to Kunker's 21 and 0. So farm is about the same actually, but of course Alchemist's Goblin Greed lets him get a lot more farm a lot earlier. So, but saying that, Alchemist is a much more late game hero. So if Gamertson can use this Kunker earlier on, try and get a few kills here and there, then they can try and shut this Alchemist down, because Alchemist is pretty much useless at the beginning of the game. Before he gets his items, his Vanguard and his Assault Cuirass, there's almost nothing he can do. So we're going to go and check the battle back in mid. K-Pung just harassing this Queen of Pain, who is level 6 but chooses not to get the Scream and chooses not to get the ulti, and instead get another point in Blink. Just give her that survivability against the Bat Rider. Feels like it doesn't need to pick up the ulti quite yet, and can get that when she needs to, and can make her way to the other lanes and start doing what she has to do and ganking. So, but Bat Rider's level 5 now. It's going to be level 6 pretty soon. This Mirana's just keeping Alchemist away from anything. Nice leap away. Saw the Rubik coming in from the water and decided to just get straight out of there. They've actually decided to now swap, and oh no, they're not. They're still just pulling and stacking and doing what they got to do at top. Kunkel level 5, sitting on 27 and 0, same as Queen of Pain, and Alchemist just ahead of them on 28 and 9. So Kate Pung's still sat in mid, trying to get to that level 6, and then we'll probably be going around trying to gank this Alchemist, because the Alchemist really does need to die pretty soon. Ravinka going for the standard Mirana build, you can expect her going for the maxing Starstorm with a few in the arrow.
Denied.
Just to give her the nuke damage that she needs when Bat Rider comes down to try and do what he needs to do. So Villa's actually taking a lot of damage off of these off of this
Hello.
Darkseer, so
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
so Kunker's sitting at 28 and 0 now. That's alright. That's okay farm. It's not the end of the world. This Queen of Pain's not really doing anything. So she's got a haste. She's going to try and catch someone out in the jungle. She probably doesn't know that all of them are stood there. Actually, she's gonna find the Jakira, and Jakira is gonna die so ridiculously fast as Queen of Pain. Well, the Queen of Pain's now run out of spells, so Queen of Pain's not going anywhere. If this Jakira can just stay alive for a little bit longer, which she can't, and now the haste will let Swag just run away as fast as he likes, and there's absolutely no chance they're gonna catch him. The Bat Rider's trying to go over the water, but it's not gonna happen. Now we go back to bottom. Ravinka's get caught out. He's going to have to try and use the leap to get away, but she actually doesn't have it. So she pops the one, tries to get away. TP support coming in now from Gamertson, and they will back off. Nice TP support from Crayon, actually keeping Ravinka alive, because that could have been a very, very, very bad situation for her. But she managed to get away. She just pops up, and now she will continue to farm on this bottom lane. Sitting at 16 from 5. That's really respectable farm, actually, for being on the off lane, and has hit level 6 already. So the same level as their mid Bat Rider on the off lane, which is obviously very, very good. And as you can see, lots and lots and lots of stacks waiting for the Alchemist. When he gets farmed up, he will be rolling into there and getting as much gold as he likes. So we haven't really seen a lot of rotation from the Bat Rider and Queen of Pain yet. We saw the one rotation top from Queen of Pain, but apart from that, there's really been nothing. And Puyo just stacking again. But I don't think this one's going to work. No, that one little mud golem kept it away. But K-Punk's now going to try and go on to Swag. I don't think it's going to get him. She has to blink up, so there's almost no chance that the Swag's going to die there to K-Punk. But he would just continue to farm. He needs to try and get up his blink down as soon as possible. But we do actually see an engagement. Nope. No, just a little bit of back and forth. So far this game looks like it's just going to be a solid who gets there first, and it's just kind of a farming game, stacking the camps, pulling, farming, and I would say that's probably what the meta is mostly geared at the moment, although Queen of Pain is now rotating top, is going to try and pick up a kill. Looks like he could get a pretty easy kill here. He has a Raven with them. They're now aware of their situation because of the pulled creeps, so Villa just hides out. And now Swag actually manages to pick up every single one of those creeps and get all of the farm. Rink just waiting around in the forest. The Alchemist.
Out of my
No.
way!
The arrow actually just catches a creep and does absolutely nothing, so they will both want to back off as quickly as they can. They actually manage to destroy that entire creep camp, which is useful, denying this Alchemist as much farm as they can. And Swag's still just patrolling at top. And it seems that both teams are kind of just abandoned mid for now. They both have heroes that don't really need a particular amount of farm, that can roam very early, and that's what they're doing. They're just trying to hold off the other team from farming now.
Tower is under attack.
And they might actually catch Alchemist out very slightly. No, it doesn't look like they will. They almost caught the Alchemist out, but he was just fast enough to get back into the to get back behind the tower, and he's sitting on 3.5k of gold, so you expect he's going to be picking something up pretty soon. The the Kunker's sitting on the same amount of farm on the 47 and 0 versus 48 and 0, but you can see the amount of extra farm that this Alchemist gets, sitting on 3.6k, and all that Villa has managed to buy a phase boost and a ring of health, so he's got an extra 1 or 2,000 gold just from that. Oh, and the Bat Rider actually made Mirana's Starstorm miss, but they're going to keep going on Puyi. If they can slow him down enough, then the Starstorm will kill. They've decided to back out now, but that could have gone a lot worse, and they're actually going to catch out. Oh, nice stun by the Mirana on the Rubik. Is Ravinkin going to manage to get away the Starstorm? Yes, she does. The Queen of Pain picks her up on the back, and now K-Punk has to run away from this Alchemist. Alchemist doesn't have the stun, so he's going to easily get away, but a 1-for-1 trade Mirana for the Rubik probably isn't worth it, but again, it could have been a lot worse. A little bit of miscommunication. The Bat Rider used his flame break as the arrow was coming in. It actually made it miss, so sometimes these things happen. Now the Bat Rider's just going to keep harassing down this Alchemist, trying to keep him away from any farm, and Villa's just going to keep farming top, sitting on the same as Alchemist again, 55 for both of them. Alchemist with Tendernized Extra in his pocket, doesn't really mean anything. And he's gone straight for his relic, so it looks like he's just going to be rushing a Radiance as fast as he can and participating in these team battles. A Radiance very early on can do a ridiculous amount of burn damage, 40 burn damage a second. Kills pretty much all of these heroes so fast, it's untrue.
Who spoiled that shot?
Yep, once again I think I missed a kill at top, but with a Queen of Pain, it happens. It's all of a sudden the Queen of Pain is on top of them and they're dead almost instantaneously, so I do apologise, but so it looks like they're just going to try and take this top tower now that Kunker has been killed and Cornelia has had to flee back to base. Actually looked like they tried to smoke gank, but the Queen of Pain was there to ruin it, and Kunker's actually teleported to bottom now. He has his boat up, he has 2 in his torrent, and the arrow hit, and more miscommunication. More miscommunication again, and the torrent just completely missed because of the arrow stun, so but it looks like Alchemist has got absolutely nowhere to go now. If they just auto-attack him a few more times, he will fall to the Kunker, so
straight to the bottom with you.
Ravinka just continuing to farm up with Villa on this lane as well. They both need to get as much farm as possible, but Mirana is such a good solo pusher later on in the game that she can afford to start roaming. I don't think the Enigma is aware of Mirana being behind him, and oh, he is now, and now he's backed off. But the pings are coming out from Kunker actually. He wants to go on him regardless. They want to try and get the kill. We see Enigma just holding back, and they will have to give up the farm of these Eidolons, and it looks like they might be preparing themselves for a big push of bottom. They've sent down 4 of them. The only person not here is Bat Rider, and Mid is just going to keep farming up and try and maybe get his blink dagger as soon as he can. But Crayon QQ is there, and A little bit of TP support coming in, a lot of TP support actually. It's actually going to be a 4-on-4 now. Queen of Pain dives into the middle, gets a nice scream off and a Q, and Lena dies before she can do anything. Enigma does the same, and same with the Rubik. They're all just falling so fast. It looks like Queen of Pain's going to pick up a double kill. Is Ravinka going to be able to stop them? Doesn't have any of the spells up, nearly got Starstorm. Queen of Pain blinks right into the middle of the trees. Arrow hits, now they know where she is. And the Flame Break leads straight into Kunkka, gets the lasso off just in case she tries to get away, and that's a really nice play by Gamertson, getting the kills on E.Intel so early on, and a really good engagement by them as well. So Rubik has stolen the torrent, max level torrent, and we still see 4 people from Gamertson down here just trying to put some pressure on, do as much as they can. We now see the 5th person from Gamertson come down. Cornelia back on that Chikiro, coming back down to try and do as much as possible. And it looks like they're just going to back off. They know that they can't really take this fight now that the rest of E.Intel have come back to help. So a little bit just back and forth at the moment. Batrider's picked up an invis rune. Doesn't quite have his lasso off cooldown yet, so he's not going to be able to really use it that effectively. But he can scout out, see what's happening. And here comes the entirety of Gamertson. They're going to be looking for a really good engagement, maybe on this Alchemist. And here we go, Flame Break, arrow comes in, hits the Alchemist, Black Hole is up, but the Alchemist died so fast it doesn't even matter. Black Hole is still up if he needs to use it to get away, but it doesn't look like he's going to want to. He's just going to accept his fate if he's going to die, but it doesn't look like he will. Batrider blinks on top, finally finishing the dagger, tries to fly over the top, and Puho will die. And now we only have Rubik on the back, so another really good engagement actually by Gamertson, using the Mirana ulti to get as many people into the middle of that fight as possible and just take them down so ridiculously efficiently and fast. I mean, Alchemist died before he was even off stun, so really good play by them. And it looks like Cornelia's just going to pull this creep wave back so they can get a nice push on this tower. Indeed, that is what they are doing. And now that the entirety of E.Intel is back up, it looks like Gamertson are just going to back off. It's just the right decision. They need to just pull back now that they've got those nice kills, and yeah, now they've got those nice kills, so. Okay, that's not right. Okay, sure. Ravinka going back on top, maybe to try and catch out this Queen of Pain. It doesn't look like they're going to be able to get the Queen of Pain, although the lasso, if they can get a good lasso on the Queen of Pain, the stun's coming in, the stun actually hits, and now the lasso can be popped. He doesn't actually have the mana for it. This could be a bit of a mistake, using the Blink Dagger to get in without the mana, and it looks like Queen of Pain is just going to be able to walk away from this one. Tries to go for the Blink Dagger, no, the TP, and the TP works on about 5 HP, gets the Queen of Pain away. And now E.Intel are going to be pushing very hard at bottom because they know that the Batrider and the Batrider and Mirana aren't there to defend. They don't have any defenders. They're just going to have to try and maybe let this tower drop. The Ice Path comes in, does catch 2, but they've actually managed to hold it off. Although massive black hole by Enigma right in the middle of them. Is the Mirana arrow going to come? No, there's no mana there for it. Although they actually managed to survive somehow. Leshrak actually dies on the back of it. They managed to kill the Enigma and the Rubik, and now it's E.Intel that have to back off because Lena was just stood on the low ground, managed to get a nice stun on the Rubik and pick him off as well. So that didn't go as badly as it could have for G-Sun. 2 of them got caught out by the Enigma, blinking in and using that black hole, and
middle tower is under attack.
and only 3 of them dropped because of it, which is okay. That's better than they probably were expecting. But in that meantime, Swag's just been pushing up the middle, already got Scepter, so that's a lot of damage on the screen. 530 now. Oh, Crown QQ might get caught out. She actually has her ulti, she's going to pop it, but it just almost does no damage to this Queen of Pain. She's actually sitting on a lot of HP. And Ravinka manages to leap out, or does she? Because nice vacuum by the Darkseer, but they don't manage to pick her off. She manages to get away just in time. And now they're going to be making another big push on this bottom tower, and I don't think there's much that G-Sun can do to defend it, although the Batrider's just dived in, immediately picking up Puya, and Puhu will die very, very fast. Now the Kunkka comes in, uses the X marks the spot, but doesn't really do anything for it. Oh, Swag manages to pick off the tower in exceptional style, blinking behind it, picking it off, and then running back through the trees as they carry on going on this Rubik. Nice flame break, manages to push him away, and the hit by Kunkka will be the last one to finish him off, and Queen of Pain actually manages to almost get the kill on Cornelia, will pick up Cornelia in the end. The blink does nothing because he gets sent straight back to the position. Cape Punk's going to try and go over the top. He has the flame break up, but the Queen of Pain can just blink away, and there's no way they're catching that Queen of Pain now. But this is a really, really interesting game. It's gone back and forth pretty much the whole game. The E.Intel had a really good start, but G-Sun have managed to pull it back really, really well with some really good team fights. But as you can see, this Alchemist is still sitting on a lot of gold. It's got 8k of net worth, as does the Queen of Pain, and the only person even near that is the Kunkka. So we'll just have a look if what Kunkka is going straight for his Shadow Blade, as you would expect. He's almost got it up now, and that will give him so much power when he attacks out with his Tidebringer. It'll give him an extra, what's Tidebringer give? Isn't it 60 bonus damage plus the extra 100 odd bonus damage from the Shadow Blade, so it's a lot of extra damage. It looks like Rubik's actually stolen the arrow, so that could be useful at some point. But Swag is just diving them at bottom, but they are actually be able to take him out. There goes the big ulti from Swag, and he actually manages to get away, and they might actually be able to take out Ravinka as well. It looks like they will. The leap is to burn from the Radiant's going to get her. Yes, it does. And Cornelia with the Ice Path to follow up, but Alchemist is long gone by then, and 2 kills for 0 for E.Intel. You see the power of the Queen of Pain with the Scepter, just one-shotting the Lina. Sitting at what, 530 damage. Soon to be 725 as soon as she gets up at last level, and now they're just going to push out this bottom again. There's a little bit of TP support. The Batrider actually gets stunned by the arrow. Really nice arrow by Rubik. Gets him as it happens. He has the Blink Dagger. It keeps getting cancelled though by Darkseer, and I don't think there's any way they're going to be able to catch them now. Although the Blink Dagger's now off cooldown, so it looks like he might be blinking in. He is going to catch the Enigma. Is he? No, because the Enigma stun manages to keep him away just in time. But Villa on the back of it with his Shadow Blade is doing so much damage to them. He's just taking them all out. He gets the double kill. That's going to help his farm a lot. Kunkka with a Shadow Blade can deal so much damage coming out of the Shadow Blade with that Tidebringer that he just does so much damage to the supports. Kunkka now just rolling back into mid. It looks like he's got his Ring of Health, so he might be going for his Battle Fury. It might be a little bit too late now to go for his Battle Fury. He might just have to give up that idea and go for something else. The Batrider just holding off these creeps while they try and do as much damage to this tower as possible. Enigma blinks, and he's got the blink and the black hole. He doesn't have the blink up actually, but he has the black hole if he needs it. They're trying to stun him down. Queen of Pain on the back might pick up the kill on Cornelia, and does pick up the kill. Crown QQ tries to get away, but there's almost no getting away from this Queen of Pain. Really nice blocking by Queen of Pain. The blink and the scream will be enough. Here it comes. There it is. And another kill, and Villa with the haste and the sentry ward placement there. Very, very nice. Puyu's going to come in, and Villa's going to drop to the sentry ward that was placed as he picked up the invis and walked up the river. They must have seen him off of the observer ward picking up the invisibility, and they knew it was coming, and they managed to take him out. So E.Intel just waiting for the creep wave, and then they'll probably be pushing up to the second, pushing up to their first tier 2 tower actually. So
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
you hear the Mirana ulti there being cracked, and it looks like they might be coming to try and initiate on E.Intel. It doesn't look like they know anything's up, because the Batrider immediately pulls Rubik out of it, and now the Batrider might fall actually very quickly, because Queen of Pain doesn't manage to get her ulti off before she dies, and they're actually going to pick up 4. It looks like 4. Is the Queen of Pain going to get away? She bottles. She tries to bottle. The nice stun picks her off from Ravinka, and that's a 4 for 0. Very nice play. The Mirana ulti being used to great effect, especially with the Batrider, to pick off the Rubik before anything could go down. And That's really well played by them, but this Alchemist is getting so ridiculously farmed. He has his Maelstrom, his Radiance, and his Boots of Travel now after 20 minutes.
Tower is under attack.
He's already sitting at 12k net worth, and he's just going to start walking up to this tower and absolutely destroying it. But again, this Batrider is so strong against them. If he can get a good initiation on Batuka, then they can kill him before he can do anything. So this is what they need to be looking for in these big fights. They need to be taking out Batuka and Queen of Pain as quickly as possible. The other three aren't really a threat to them right now, although Darkseer's wall, now that it's up, could be a massive problem. But the amount of team fight that E.Intel has is so good that G-Sun, until they get a really fed Kunkka, can't really do anything about it. Instead, they're just going to have to try and pick up kills here and there and do as much as they can. Who are just hiding under the tower in case of a push. It looks like we're going to see a TP coming out from Swag as well to come and support him. See the Batrider at bottom. Puhi wastes the Malefice quite some. It was quite obvious that wasn't the real Batrider. It was getting killed by Mud Golems, but better safe than sorry. Villa actually might get caught pretty heavily by the Queen of Pain. The Queen of Pain can see him because of the sentry wall placement. Is Villa going to drop to the Scream? The blind Scream picks him off. Very well played by Swag. Oh, Ravinka actually manages to hit the arrow on him and comes in now, but it looks like the Queen of Pain will just blink away if need be, but here comes the Batrider. The Batrider has the blink. Doesn't have the blink up actually, but has the lasso if he needs it. Batrider's completely on his own. No one else has even come in to help. The Chikiro does all he can from the low ground, but there's absolutely nothing he can do, and now the Chikiro might actually get caught out by the Queen of Pain. The mobility of this Queen of Pain is absolutely ruining G-Sun in this game, and this Chikiro just can't do anything about it. Tries to TP out. Is it going to be fast enough? No, the Scream comes off cooldown, and that's another easy kill for the Queen of Pain, who gets even more farm. Sitting at 2.3k now. And they found Alchemist in the forest while all of that was going on and actually managed to kill him. But he has so much money, he just buys back. He has his Jolnir recipe, so he will be going for that now. He'll just be farming up, picking up his Hyperstone and finishing that. So now we see Queen of Pain bottling the double damage. It looks like they want to try and have another go at Kunkka. Do they have any way of seeing him? It doesn't look like they do, and it looks like the ulti's actually been popped by Mirana, so they actually might engage on Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain can't see Kate Pung hanging around. The lasso has been used. All of the stuns have been used actually, and a nice black ult by Nigma actually catches all of them. The Queen of Pain does drop. They managed to kill the Lina in response, but was it worth it? The Ravinka's trying to get away. Kate Pung is still hanging around. Nice ice path by Cornelia, actually manages to kill off the Queen of Pain. Ravinka's still trying to get away. She now has the leap. She can leap away. Nice leap to dodge the vacuum. And now Cornelia's holding on with the ice path. Did they spot Rubik in the Roshan pit? I don't think they did, or else they would have went straight in there immediately and tried to kill him. And now they've spotted him. Oh, but he's been pushed onto the high ground. He has no escape. Swag comes back after the buyback to try and get the kill. The Batrider's easily going to pick up the Rubik on this high ground. There's no way that Rubik is going to get away from this. Easy kill. And now Kate Pung is going to try and just walk away from this Queen of Pain using the high ground to his advantage. Queen of Pain has the blink. Here comes Crown QQ to try and support, and Swag decides to back off. But another good fight for G-Sun, managing to pick a few of them off. They got a little bit sloppy towards the end, and the Queen of Pain, I think, bought back to try and get there as quick as possible and managed to pick up a kill, and might actually pick up another kill on Crayon, because Crayon's been caught out of position pretty heftily, and that's a pretty easy kill. They actually managed to get the big ulti on Ravinka as well. The Queen of Pain gets brought all the way back. It's a little bit of a bug, I think, there, actually, but they managed to kill Swag. It looked like it was going to come back to here. The X said that she was coming back to here, but who knows what happened. But then now they managed to turn that around and get another 2-for-1, so again, really nice play. And this Moran is looking towards the, actually manages to finish off the Manta style now, so the split push coming out of Moran is going to be pretty insane. And Villa is going to be going pure crit with this Kunkka, so he's hoping to get the crit coming out of the Shadow Blade with the Tidebringer and just one-shot the entire enemy team, especially if it gets a Daedalus. Can do so much damage. And now we just see both the teams just go back to farming. Alchemist is continuing his farm, now has Jolnir up and plus another 8 gold and his Oak Club, so he's looking towards his BKB and he's getting there exceptionally fast. He's sitting at 15k net worth. He's just been farming pretty much this entire game. We'll have a look at the levels now, and as you can see, the Queen of Pain is miles ahead of everyone else, especially on Jason's team. Ravinka and Vila are keeping up pretty safely, but this Queen of Pain is going to be doing so much damage to supports. You feel like they need to try and get some sort of pipe quick, but the Mirana ulti's actually been used again, and they're going to catch Raven completely out of position. It looks like they're going to pick off Raven, or are they? No, he's got so much damage, he's going to get away from it. Puya might get caught as well, but the Kunkka ship actually manages to hit absolutely no one. They have their pipe now on Batriders, that's so useful against Queen of Pain. That's going to keep their supports survivable against them. But a little bit of a failed initiation. But they're just going to back out and try again when they have their resources. But this is the strength of Batrider, just catching one hero just slightly out of position in the enemy jungle, and you can kill them before anything else can happen. But not with the Darkseer. The Darkseer actually managed to just walk away. He's got the cloak and the Vanguard, so he's so survivable. He's got 1.4k of HP. There's almost no way they were going to kill him in time. So. On QQ, just looking for Puya in the middle. Puya actually uses a soaring to get down his HP a little bit, so if this combo can work, I think Crown can probably just completely kill this Enigma. She decides not to and decides to keep checking around the jungle. She checks the jungle to see if anybody else is actually coming. There isn't anybody else coming. Rubik actually now comes back to support, so Crown QQ decides to back out. And no ganking happens. Not today.
Shadows take us.
There's the Mirana ulti. So now Crayon's going to walk back in and try and get a really good stun. They actually popped the dust because they knew something was up. I think they saw the Mirana ulti get used as they walked past the creeps by their tower. So they knew something was up and they popped the dust straight away. As you can see, Village is still farming up. He's only on 8k, but he doesn't need as much as an Alchemist to be useful. So, as soon as he gets his Daedalus, he's going to be so ridiculously strong. God, Queen of Pain has the Lincolns, which stops the Batrider ulti being used on him. They pop the pipe just in time because the big Enigma black hole is going to catch 3 and destruction. When the Darkseer wall and the Queen of Pain scream came through the black hole, this immediately killed them. Swag's gonna pick up the triple kill as they pick up Batrider on the back of it as well. Villa is the only one to survive. Batuka gets stunned by his own unstable concoction, but I'm sure he won't mind. It looks like they're going to take another town. It looks like they might just walk straight up to the racks here and see what they can do. See if they can get as much of it as they can. I don't think they're going to have buybacks ready. They don't have buybacks ready. Kunkka is the only one that can defend for G-Sun. And that massive Enigma black hole catching all 3 of the G-Sun players that were there. The Batrider was there, but the Batrider just couldn't do anything. He'd already used his ultimate, which got bounced off the Lincolns, the Queen of Pain. It looks like they're going to pick up 1 Rax and just back off, which is probably the right option. Although Puya's just blinked back in, but they have a Darkseer to surge him out, so it's okay. Really nice initiation by E.Intelligence, and they managed to pick up the Rax because of it. And now they're just dewarding G-Sun, and now they really need to rely on this Kunkka. Pop the Mirana ulti to check the Roshan. There's no one in the Roshan pit. Maybe they'll think about it themselves. Batrider actually blinks directly on top of the observer ward, so they know that they're there. Swag's hanging around. All 5 of them are walking through the jungle to see what they can find. They're not actually going to find anybody, so instead they just decide to farm it up a little bit and carry on. They're going to turn this into a push? Looks like they are. Looks like they're just going to push down here instead. The Mirana has her Manta style up, so the pushing capability is pretty large. So all they've got to do is wait for the creeps. Kunkka teleports back up to top to try and quell this push by Alchemist and to get some farm for himself. And there's a massive fight actually breaking out at bottom. It seems like they just dived them and took out the Enigma before anything else can happen. Ravinka doesn't have the Manta style up anymore, but it looks like they're going to actually pick up the Rubik on the back of it, because there's no one to defend the Rubik. Even though G-Sun has 2 players down, they can't defend against this. And the Alchemist stun gets popped. Enigma's walking in. Enigma doesn't have the black hole. Alchemist is there though, and Alchemist damage is ridiculous. Ravinka actually blinks to the low ground, which is really good play. Enigma blinks down to try and catch him off, but nothing's happening there. And Batuka just goes back to farming, but he's so ridiculously farmed. He's already looking towards finishing his assault cuirass. They might actually try and catch him out here. He's just come off. Look at that right click damage from the Kunkka.
Not so safe harbor, eh?
I mean, he puts the Jolnir static field on himself, and Kunkka decides that that's probably not the best idea. So as we can see, the power of Alchemist has just been farming for quite a lot of this game and has managed to get such a ridiculous amount of items, 22k net gold after 35 minutes. I don't even think he's died. I think he's died like not very often at least. He's only died 4 times. And look at the amount of attack speed he's got. It's absolutely ridiculous. He will now be finishing off his assault cuirass and sending it to him. So off he goes to pick up the Hyperstone, and now his attack speed is just going to be completely ridiculous when he puts his ulti on. The amount of attack speed he had before is going to be nothing compared to when he's got his assault cuirass up. Plus this is going to help his team a lot as well. I would like to see where Queen of Pain has decided to go. He's decided to go for a Veil of Discord, so trying to counter the pipe with a Veil, which is a really good plan. And did she just use her ultimate? Yeah, she did just use her ultimate. Okay, that's fine. Just making sure. Ravinka continues to farm down in mid. They need a really good, one really good fight now to try and pull themselves back into this game to G-Sun. Because even though the Batrider got shut off a lot at the beginning of the game, they still played very, very well to bring it back. They actually know that they're in Roshan, so can they finish this Roshan before E.Intel come to defend it? It doesn't look like they can, because E.Intel are right behind it. I think Enigma actually has his black hole up. Enigma does have the black hole, and Villa is not on a lot of HP. It looks like the black hole could just be thrown in by Enigma pretty soon. They've decided to actually just completely back out of it and try and start a fight on the high ground. It's not going to end in anything, is it? No. I think it will actually, because he manages to catch Raven completely out of position. The nice torrent from Villa, and the boat actually hits Raven as well, and Raven's going to fall so ridiculously fast. Puya tries to set up maybe a black hole, uses it, but he gets cancelled immediately. Nice arrow from Mirana hits him, and it looks like Puya's also going to drop. He does.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
Whilst Queen of Pain just completely takes the tower at bottom and manages to kill Cornelia, and they just can't kill this Queen of Pain. It's like they do not have enough damage. Without Villa there, they have absolutely nothing. They go in for the Queen of Pain, the arrow actually completely misses. Are they going to manage to pick her off? No, they're not, so they actually just give away another kill. Absolutely nothing on the Queen of Pain. Ravinka get caught slightly out, missed the arrow. The arrow was pretty important. If it had hit, they probably would have got the kill, but...
middle barracks are under attack.
Oh, and the creeps are going to finish off the racks before Kunkka can get there, so they've actually managed to take the entire middle racks and the bottom tower, even though G-Sun had such a powerful fight. It's the power of mega creeps. Looks like Villa's just thinking about walking back into Roshan, just trying to solo him. Roshan is sitting on 3.7k, so he's easily killable if someone wanted to just go in and try and pick him up. It would only take them a few seconds. Batrider is just harassing Roshan a little bit with his with his flame. They are actually going to be maybe taking out Roshan now, so They are going to be taking out Roshan. It doesn't look like there's much of a response coming out from the other team. They pop the pipes, so even if they do start to engage, they can't really do anything about it. And it looks like Villa is going to be picking up the first Rosh of the game, unless here comes Alchemist straight into the middle of it. Oh, look at that attack speed! And Alchemist kills 3, double, triple kill for Alchemist. Puya picks up the Aegis of the Immortal. That Alchemist is so fed. Skull Basher, Assault Cuirass, Radiance, Boots of Travel, Jolnir, and Black King Bar. He's pretty much completely done. And now he's just going to be walking into the base and just pretty much finishing them off as Queen of Pain tries to pick off Ravinka at the back. Doesn't manage to. But it doesn't even matter. This Alchemist is so ridiculously farmed. He could probably solo the tower. He could probably solo backdoor the tower, in fact. Kunkka just tries to slow their advance for the time, but I don't think it's going to matter. It looks like the Alchemist attack speed. That is ridiculous. I don't think I've ever seen anybody attack quite as fast as this Alchemist is right now. Look at that. On the back of this, while Swag is fighting with Ravinka, there's a nice wall being put up, so here comes the vacuum, maybe try and catch a few of them. QQ tries to back out. There was no vacuum actually used by Raven, and Swag still manages to pick up the kill with the ulti. Here comes Ravinka pulling Rubik into the base. Managed to pick off Rubik, but Swag is just going to get a few more kills. Alchemist just walks away. He's got so much HP that there's pretty much nothing they can do against him. Villa tries to use the X, and that bounces straight off the Lincoln. And
Dire's bottom barracks have fallen. The Radiant now have mega creeps.
And there's mega creeps all over the place. Black Hole by Enigma catches 2, and Alchemist finishes them both off. But I don't think it matters right now. I expect we'll be seeing the GG calls pretty soon. There's almost no way they can deal with this Alchemist, who's so ridiculously farmed. There's the GG calls. It was a good game. Really good game, but I think it was just our one fight in the middle that turned it around. So, but it was interesting to watch, and yeah, I hope you will join us for the next game, which will be streamed probably this weekend. The fixtures will be put up very, very soon. In fact, they'll be put up later tonight, hopefully. And yes, thank you for watching. I'll let the scoreboard come up so that you can all observe. And goodbye.